things to be desired. Infinite space is a mirror that tries to be reflected like the body, but it can't. The infinite existence shows us of him. It's only an atom of God's being God. Still behind himself one night and cast a brilliant shadow from which creation came. Even the shadow was such a flame that moths consumed themselves in every second. All things are to be desired. Infinite space is a mirror that tries to be reflected like the body, but it can't. The infinite existence shows us of him. It's only an atom of God's being God. Still behind himself one night and cast a brilliant shadow from which creation came. Even the shadow was such a flame that moths consumed themselves in every second. Sacred passion possess beautiful forms of existence and mirrors God the best it can, though how arrogant for an image in that mirror for any human being to think they know. His will for his what has never been spoken, his voice will ignite the earth wings and upon it. Invent truth about God to protect ourselves from the worst cries we hear and make. All things to be desired to be like God, and things desired to love. You can ask anything in the mind and the heart and thought deeply for a second with the replying of one word, when. And the arms then opened up and entered into the self and entered Christ. I have learned compassion, allow my soul to say, can I embrace, fine, let me love, which part in all of you? You were a mouse wanting to be impregnant, a tiger who was not even eaten, the feet away from beyond courage and strength, and you would run away from I removed my mask and said to God, I need to love you in every aspect and core this time. The beauty is the blemish of the body, and though with some part of my being, can you kiss that if it were revealed? I will try. It blemishes all that hatred and cruelty into the world. Could you embrace that? All things to be desired. Infinite space is a mirror that tries to be reflected like the body. Living is one glory, asking for another. Living is passing, is traveling, is a dead man to come home. A brief journey between heaven and earth, and we're the same old dust of 10,000 ages. Moon pounds the medicine in vain. Tree of immortality's crumbled into kindling wood. Man dies, his white bones are dumb without a word. Green pines feel the coming of the spring. Look back and sigh. What is there to prize in a life's vaporous glory? In the land of the mulberry leaves are green and silkworms gone to sleep. Family that stayed and wondering who was sowing the fields of ours. I cannot be back in the time for the spring of doings, and yet I can help nothing traveling on the river, the south wind blowing my homesick spirit and carries it up front in our familiar tavern. I see a peach tree on the east side of the house, which thick leaves and the waving in the blue mist in the trysts and planet departing in three. This is the grown now as tallest and wandering about it without returning. See the stand, pluck a flowering branch and the flowers that I'm not. The tears to flow the steam of water and coming out from under the plat on the back to see the things that since fell. The sharp pains cut the heart. Every day for the knot tearing up for the piece of the white silk to write the letter, but sending you the love along with the river is flowing for you to be a part of. The hard luck journey and far, looking at the moon. Never tired of looking at each other, but the mountain seems to feel different. To to wash and rinse the souls of the aged and sorrows, drained 100 jugs of wine and splintered us at night, could be clear and moonlit with the low to go to bed and drunkenness overtaking you. Lay yourself down upon the empty earth for the pillow of the great heavens for you to be covered. It's for the clearing of the dawn. The fields chill and sparse. The rain will stop and find every side but the leaping fish in the blue pond, singing green. Powdered cheeks have been level for the waist for the bamboo, fragment of the cloud blown for the wind, scattering away. What host? You to be tired of looking at oneself as the journey is to be again a monk, or farewell, or pondering of oneself until it returns. Hardest a journey left for yours to go home. These fine wines and gold vessels of thousands of gallons of jade, dishes, rare meats, costing more thousands, and I lay chopsticks down to the no more banquet, drawing the sword and staring wildly about me. Ice bars my way to cross the yellow river of snow. Peace I drop a hook into the booklet, and once I'm a boat, sailing sunward, the hardest the journey is, so many to turning in where I am. When the breeze breaks, waves bring fair weather for the setting of the clouds, and the sails cross the blue oceans. I dream of Skyland, telling of the eastern isles of the bliss and its still lost, wilderness of the misty sea waves but the sand, to be seen through cracks of the glimmering clouds, but this land of the sky stretches across the leagues of the heaven, rise above the 5 mountains and towers of the scarlet castle, while the staggering before the 10 peak for 8,000 feet leans towards the southeast, and the moon and the lake followed by the flight, followed by the town, stands, looking at green waters curled in the herd of the monkey's shrill cries climb. Halfway up the sky, looking at the morning sun, heard the heavens cock crowning in the midair of the narrow monks. Precipice my way, flowers choked the path and leaned against the rock, and I swooned. Roaring bears and howling dragons aroused me. Clamorous waters, overhanging crag and a heap upon another, but clouds upon gathered upon threatening rain. Waters gushed below beyond, breaking into the midst of the peal blasting of thunder. Mountains crumbled in the stone gate of the hollow heaven and opened wide, revealing yourself to the vasty realm of your azure, without the bottom of the sun and the moon shining together on the gold and silver palaces and the clad rainbow riding in the wind, and ladies of the air descended like flower flakes and fairy of the Lord. Thick as hemp stalks in the film, the phoenix birds circling the cars and the panthers playing upon harps. Bewildered against the terror seas, and the heart looked at myself in amazement, and now I woke with a found with a bed and a pillow. Gone as radiant as the world is full of pleasures from life, and things pass with the east flowing water, and I leave and you go, and when shall I return? Let the white feed at the will among the green. Let me ride and visit the lovely mountains, and how can I stoop and obscurely serve the mighty ones and stifles the soul? I sat drinking and did not notice the dusk until falling petals filled the folds of my rose, and walked to the moonlit steam, birds gone and men also. leaving the White King City. Bathe and wash. Bathe in fragrance, to not brush the hat, and washed in perfume, to not shake the coat. And know the world fears what is too pure, the wisest man stores the light.
These fine wines and gold vessels of These fine wines and gold vessels of These fine wines and gold vessels of thousands of gallons of jade, dishes, rare meats, costing more thousands, and I laid chopsticks down to no more banquet, drawing the sword and stared wildly about me. Ice bars my way to cross the yellow river, the snow.